Hello, Brave Awakened Ones. This is Veronica of Higher Realm Holistics here. Hola. Medical Empathic Intuitive, Holistic Integrative Health Nurse, Reiki Master, Yushui Reiki Master, Lightworker Sherpa, author of the children's book, How the Caterpillar Flew, certified EFT tapping. Thank you, Patreons and supporters and subscribers. Thank you guys for being very diligent and resubscribing to me and everything. You know, a lot of you guys see that, oh, I hit 5,000 subscribers recently. Actually, my counter runs like between 500 to 600 behind, because what I see in subscribers is not what you guys see. I actually hit 5,000 over a month ago. And I asked YouTube what's going on. They said, oh, because they're suspected fake accounts. They're full of shit. That's all I gotta say. It's full of crap. Whatever. You see how they take down my videos and everything. So whatever it is, we press on. We press on. And want to remind you guys that Saturday is my, which is tomorrow, the 23rd of March, which is my really acclaimed, as I should say, because people really like it, my virtual healing webinar session. And we do EFT tapping, which I'm certified in, and I do Reiki, and it's really good. Very high vibe. Now, I wanted to make this report. It's real quick, but I wanted to cover, yes, I'm multitasking, I have to, so I can get this report out. It's like 4:30 in the morning right now. I'm on the road already. I really wanted to let you guys know, just to be prepared, not bring up fear, but it hit me yesterday. I knew about it, what's today? Today's 22nd. Yesterday was the 20th is when it actually happened. As you guys know, I'm a science geek, physics geek, astrophysics geek, took astronomy in college and everything. So I always, watch the NASA channel and things like that, and stay up to date on those type of things, just to see what's going on. And I was guided to check on the sun, because I know of because of the equinox and everything. So I did, and there was, I would see solar flares here and there, right? Now, last week, they had some really huge coronal holes, really big one right in the center. And this week, that coronal hole moved further south, and it's a huge coronal hole. It looks like it takes up a fifth of the sun. And above there, like it was like to the upper right hand, center right, somewhere, there was a huge solar flare that went off. And NASA originally was saying that solar flare was a class 3, 4A, and I'm like, bullshit, no freaking way. I got so pissed off. So I'm like, no way. That looked like a category 4 or 5 to me. And that's no A. That is no less than a C. And the way it blasted through the corona, and you just saw the reverberation, and I was like, that's intense. That's intense. That's something really, something's up. And there was a couple of them, but there was that one there was 2 that blasted through like that, but one was more powerful than the other. And they said that will, cause some radio disturbances, especially when it comes to maritime, people at sea and things like that. I'm like, no, this is something a lot more, And last night I got confirmation. Yesterday evening I was feeling all uneasy about it. I'm like, do I talk about it? Do I not talk about it? And then I was feeling really uneasy because I haven't heard from my granddaughter, who calls me like 3 times a day, the 2-year-old. And then I heard, just do your sessions, relax. You'll hear from her later. You're uneasy. This is what my higher self is telling me. My oversoul is telling me you're uneasy because of the disturbances that are going to hit soon, which will be hitting tonight to tomorrow. And my mom was having phone troubles. I could not reach my mother in Atlanta. And I was told, once you talk to her, you'll be okay, because to my granddaughter, you'll be okay, and to your mother. I had the neighbor go check on my mom and said it was the phone lines in the neighborhood that got knocked out. But then the phone company was out to fix it. She has a landline. And then I was told that once you talk to them, you'll be fine, especially my granddaughter, you'll be okay after you talk to them. And then you might not hear from them for a few days because of what's going to be going on as a result of that big solar flare. So I was like, all right, that EMF. So I was like, okay, no problem, I can handle that, but everything's going to be okay, to not worry. So I'm here to tell you guys that. And then this overnight, whatever you want to call it, I have been up since 1 something this morning. I had a late session, ended at like 9:30, and I was not feeling well before that. My whole body was like taking on this heavy energy, and then after that, I held on through the session, and then after that, took a shower, knocked out, I felt like a brick of ice, literally. It was so terrible. And I had on a couple pair of socks, my flannel jammies again. Now it's like I'm still freezing cold. I'm wearing boots, actually. And it's like 70 degrees, and I'm wearing boots. I have to. I just can't take how cold I feel right now. And drinking hot tea, and wearing a sweater and a jacket. So I was told that energy is going to be hitting between, it's coming through for people sensitive like me. I'm feeling it big time already. And when it comes to electronics, the more sensitive electronics, started feeling it yesterday, and it'll be affecting more and more today and tomorrow, and within the next few days, like this week. But we should be okay by sometime next week. Okay, so don't be surprised, GPS going out. That's why I'm doing what I got to do right now. GPS not working properly, having to be reset. Issues with if you're out at sea, especially where I am, everyone's out at sea. Be careful with that. Your navigation's not going to work properly. Phones going out, landlines going out, cell phones going out, things burning out, electronics having a surge and burning out. But, don't worry about it. Our soul star family, the Christed beings up there, are helping us. Okay? They're cushioning the blow for us. All right? So don't freak out. The blow is being cushioned. But, like, NASA went and they adjusted it. They said, oh, now they're admitting it's a 5-point something. Okay? Which I just checked out this morning. Now they're saying it, which I knew the minute I saw it. I was like, bullshit, you liars. So don't always trust those, even if it's straight up the NASA channel, man. If you don't know and you're looking at it, even if you don't know, and you're just checking it out, compare and contrast. Compare and contrast. Look at what a real category 3 looks like, and then check out a category 5, and it's very easy to see the difference. I mean, it's times 10. So it's so easy to see the difference. So I don't know who the heck they think they're lying to. I'm sick, and I'm just, honestly, I'm frustrated. I'm downright frustrated. I'm just tired of the lies, because it's like, oh my God, it's so blatant and it's so sloppy now. And it's just getting sloppier, which is a good thing, because more and more of the normies, of the earthians, are going to see how sloppy it is and how blatant all the lies are, So when it comes to my family, when I stop for gas, I will text them and tell them, hey, just watch out for your electronics, blah, blah, solar flare, solar flash going on, blah, high category. not going to get too technical or esoteric with them at all, because, you know, they're not gonna, it's gonna go right over their heads. So if you want to warn your family or something like that, friends, you could say, don't get too technical with them, don't get esoteric with them. Just tell them, hey, I heard on the NASA website there was a big solar flare that was really high, so watch your GPS and electronics for this week, the rest of this week, you know, just something like that, just something like that. Don't get too technical with them, because you scare them off. All right, guys, so hey, we got this. We already have the victory. Hang in there. Don't try not to get too caught up in too many, you know, bad news, because it can be overwhelming, especially with all the stuff coming out. And you know, I saw a picture of one of those stupid Illuminati cabal people. She's a photographer, and she's a younger person too. And the picture she took of, she's a handler, and she took pictures of these kids in a pentagram with one with a knife over them. You know, they're being more and more blatant, thinking that they have conditioned, they have to come out at this point, because it's go time. You know, it is go time. Shit's hitting the fan. So they figure we have to come out now or never, because we have to try to get as many souls to go with us as possible. The same way us as light workers are trying to get to as many to go high as us with us. Because my thing as a kid was always, I'm going high. I didn't know the word ascension yet, but even as a kid I said, I'm raising up. I'm going to heaven on earth. I'm going high, and I'm going to take as many with me as possible. They want to go low, and they want to take as many with them as possible. That is why all this stuff is so blatant and coming out. They need to be as blatant as possible, because game on. Plain and simple. It's go time. It's game on time. Okay, guys? Peace, love. Talk to you tomorrow on Saturday. If I have more information, I will do so. Lady V out.